Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield and pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Can he get there on the ground? He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
But all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And tackled after a small pickup there. And the Ducks looking to run some tempo here. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down in this third and short, and see what you can do from here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a receiver wide open. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again. On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. To the air, it's Weigman. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using his legs, it's Owens. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And at first down, they go right back to him.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And looking for a big play here. It is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. A new set of downs after that completion. Quick throw. The catch is made. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down. They're going to throw the football. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off target with a throw. Incomplete.
Good read here by the quarterback on the run-pass option. Makes the right read, just doesn't give his receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Defense is coming after him. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Gonna run it. It's Owens. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback, and reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel, who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Hand off to the back. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the 1st down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Weigman. Rifles this football to the left. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. The tight end makes the grab. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Escapes the pocket and moves the ball to the 37 for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Weigman. Pressure is coming. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down in the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking for some space. It's James. He's free around the 15. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out of the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is They didn't give up and just let him.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got some room. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Ducks with first and 10 here. Press coverage now from the secondary. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him about the 14.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. Looking to throw. It's Weigman. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Manor. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense.
He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to scramble. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Back to pass. It's Weidman. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they catch him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Brought down for a loss after the completion, not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Quick throw to his receiver. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Tease. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Aggies will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the ground, it's James. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's a strong stiff arm. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Third down play for this offense.
3:25.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. He's got it, a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Important second down play coming up. It's a run to the left. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets past the tackler into open space now.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's tease. Tackle made after a big.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Weigman. Pass caught, can he get in? And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, when you get into this big a game, this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.